I'm not going to say that it's misinformation. I'm going to say that it's confusion. Right now, September the 10th, 2014, 1:48 Eastern Standard Time. The confusion is what's going on with the gloves for Mayweather versus Maidana 2 Mayhem, 2013-2014. September the 13th, 2014. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live, and I talk about boxing. Now, if you don't know, Floyd Mayweather's team put in a request to the WBC, the World Boxing Council, the green belt, for Mayweather to defend his 147-pound titles and his 154-pound titles. Now, that was approved by the WBC, the World Boxing Council. You can go check on their website. The article, I will put the link right below. As it stands right now, on September the 9th, well, September the 10th, on September the 9th, Floyd Mayweather did an interview with Fight Hype expressing that he only wants to defend his 147-pound titles. Now, you ask yourself this, listen. If you fight for a 154-pound title, no matter how much you weigh, you're fighting in 10-ounce gloves. You fight for anything above anything below 147 pounds, you're fighting with 8-ounce gloves. So if you fight at 147.1 pounds, you're fighting in 10-ounce gloves. The fight was previously reported and the WBC approved for Floyd Mayweather to defend his 147-pound WBC at 154-pound WBC title. So all that means is that both fighters have to weigh in at 147. So this would have been Marcos Maidana's first fight in his career, fighting for a 154-pound title, fighting with 10-ounce gloves. You get me? So this didn't just come out of nowhere. This was requested by Team Mayweather, and the WBC, as confirmed, you ask for my sources, as confirmed on their website, approved this. The last time it was done was by Sugar Ray Leonard in 1988. He defended the super middleweight title and the 175-pound lightweight title. He weighed in at something like 165. So he weighed in under the super middleweight limit, but also fought for the 175-pound title. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Listen, with the controversy involving the gloves, the controversy is Marcos Maidana will not be allowed to use his MX horsehair gloves, the gloves preferred by a puncher, the gloves that Marcos Maidana has wore for his career, the gloves that Marcos Maidana put a beating on Adrian Broner with. Now, all of this started the day, what was this, the day of the weigh-in or the day, something like that. Long story short, Mayweather and Leonard LB was on All Access, went to inspect their gloves. There was a faulty pair of gloves. Nobody was trying to cheat. There was a faulty pair of gloves, still had the original wrapping on them. They unwrapped them. There was no padding on the knuckle areas. Now with horsehair, it's not foam, so horsehair is packed into the glove. So what I'm saying is this. The horsehair can be all right here and none like in the finger area. It'll still be 8 ounces. You get me? So I'm not going to get into that. I did a video on that specific thing involving the horsehair gloves. But what I'm saying is the controversy was this. Not only are you allowing, was Floyd Mayweather now allowing Marcos Maidana to use his gloves, the puncher's gloves, the MX gloves, that the Nevada State Athletic Commission, NSAC, you want to know what that is? Look on the fighters' gloves that fight in Las Vegas, and you see on the gloves, it's like a mark, it says NSAC. That means it was approved by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. the people who administer the drug test. So, for example, in Pennsylvania, if anybody's fighting in Pennsylvania, you'll see on the gloves that say PSAC, Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. If they're fighting in Florida, FSAC. FSAC. But moving on. What I'm saying is this. Or Marcos Maidana is in. He's not innocent either. Because if your gloves are approved by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, then why did you wear them in the first fight? I mean, why didn't you wear them in the first fight? We heard the rumors about him accepting $1.5 million to not wear his gloves. We also heard of the rumors of Al Heyman paying Saul Canelo Alvarez $5 million to take it easy on Floyd. We know boxing's a dirty sport. Is all this stuff true? No, it's allegedly. But to keep on the matter is, if it was true that Marcos Maidana was going to be fighting for the WBC 147 and 154 pound titles, the fight would have basically been at 154, pretty much. It's just that both fighters are weighing in well below the 154 pound limit at 147. So therefore, it means you fight with 10-ounce gloves. So not only would Marcos Maidana not be wearing his horsehair gloves, the puncher's gloves, he would be wearing orthopedic 10-ounce, 154 pound gloves, therefore lowering his power, or how can I put it, handicapping his power more than it was in the first fight, because not only are you using the same gloves that wasn't your original gloves that you've used for majority of your career, but you're using bigger gloves that aren't your gloves. And that is the controversy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you don't understand that, I don't know how better anyone else can put it, but I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live, and I cover boxing. Now, when it comes to boxing, I dedicate myself, hard work and dedication, to make sure I research all this stuff. This is what I'm here for. Please subscribe. I'm sure there's going to be some boxing articles right down below with the website I'm working with, Real Combat Media. Also, I run a boxing forum. You have to send a friend request to this boxing forum. I just don't let anyone in. And if you come in with some bullshit, I'm going to boot you out. Simple as that. Now, there are real, current, and former world champion boxer real profiles there, so I can't have any shenanigans. And also have built it so that all news comes there first. But to get back, to make sure we understand, listen to me. Floyd Mayweather said in the interview on Fight Hype, basically that he's not going to be defending both titles. Why? Because the fan backlash was growing. People were starting to talk about, oh damn, now you're not letting him wear his gloves. Now you're going to let him wear 154. Now you're going to have him wear bigger gloves, 154 pound gloves. You think that Floyd Mayweather and his team are not in tune with social media? Just like they did a poll and Amir Khan won the poll, but they said, well, you know, social media and all the other polls said that Marcos Maidana, won. You get what I'm saying? So you think they don't see all this stuff like, damn, Floyd, they got it. They found that shit out. You can't, well, we tried. So now Floyd like, no, I'm just fighting for the 147 fight. So he's got to fight Marcos Maidana with the same gloves as the first fight. Now remember, I gotta point it out to you again. This did not just pop up out of the air. Floyd Mayweather's team, as he's saying, applied to the WBC. The WBC has approved this. So therefore, yes, they wanted to make Floyd Mayweather defend both of his titles. Now, we also have to talk about this. Was it because of the 10-ounce gloves? Was it a strategy to make Marcos Maidana wear gloves? Or was it the fact that I think something more logical that Floyd Mayweather has had, which will be basically in 2 straight fights, will be fighting a 147-pound fighter. So he tried to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because basically, if you haven't noticed, he fought Cotto, then Robert Guerrero, then Canelo, then Maidana, and this fight should be 154, right? But no, 2 fights, 154. So once again, 2 fights, 147. So once again, If he didn't defend, it would be a whole year and he would have to vacate it. But here's something you also don't know. A fighter by the name of Anthony Mundine of Australia is going to be fighting a Ricky Hatton-trained fighter by the name of Sergey Rabchenko, who's going to be fighting for the #1 contender spot for the Floyd Mayweather WBC 154-pound title. So is that another reason, maybe that Floyd said he's not defending it? Is Floyd planning on dropping the belt? Because if Rabchenko or Mundine win, they're going to be the mandatory #1 contender. You get what I'm saying? So make of it what you want. We won't find out exactly what titles are online until the fight comes. We know sometimes Floyd Mayweather says shit, but like he said, his team had advised this. He's basically saying he doesn't really approve of it, but he didn't say that it's not happening. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe.